Welcome to Keep Trekking, welcome back if you've been here before. Hade today, Hade Circular. Hade Brass Band started in 1908 by a gang of Sunday school volunteers, I think, or something like that, who started the band up and got second-hand instruments from an old band called the Old Moss Band when they disbanded. So yeah, just showing the building back there. Yeah, where the Hade Brass Band was formed. So the Hade Junior School at the back of me. Obviously it's open today, so I'm not going to film too much of it. But that's consists of 4 classrooms and was built in 1908 when they knocked the old school down. Not sure where the old school used to be, maybe where them new houses are across there, unless it was on the same built site. So let's get out of Hade and let's get on this circular walk. So this is Clough Foot Lane, which is heading down to Home Styles Reservoir. I think that's what it's called. And then through Home Styles Woods, back round towards some quarries. It's been raining earlier. On my way here it was absolutely bouncing it down, but once I pulled into Hade, it seems to have stopped and the sun's come out. Can only be happy, can't we? So we've just come down Greaves Lane from Hade, and now we're going on to Clough Foot Lane, which takes you around the back of Home Styles Reservoir. I think that's what it's called, or Styles Home, something like that. Which I've got to say is extremely low. We'll have a look at that when we get closer to it. It was absolutely bouncing it down when I come over. But as soon as I pull into Hade, sky's clear, the sun's come out, and it's quite warm, to be fair. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Home Styles Reservoir. I call it Home Styles, I do apologise, it's Home Styles. Not much water in there, is there? It's a little bit more than what I've seen in some of them. But, still low, nonetheless. a long way down there. That's Hade Clough at the bottom. Quite a long way. I'll stick to this path. It's nice having your trees and walking through. Lovely. The ground's a lot softer now it's rained. It looks like I'm going to come out into a clearance in a minute. Ooh, that was a bit sketchy coming up that little wee path there. With all the pine trees. Shedding all the pine needles everywhere. Beautiful. Oh, just looking at these trees I'm thinking, oh god, it may be long before we start putting Christmas tree up. It's come round so fast this year. That's a beautiful avenue. I've changed my rucksack. I've got my bigger one on. Not my biggest, but my bigger one. Obviously with the weather starting to turn, the other one's okay for summer. Obviously I need to put more stuff in this one, like waterproofs. Got my down jacket in there. I've got no food in there. It's only a 5 mile of this one today. But yeah, I've changed it over. So that one's been put away for winter. Now I've got this bigger one. It's just nice to be out. It's cooled it down a bit now. Obviously because it's rained. Come to a bit of a junction. Looks a bit dark, doesn't it, down that way? I'm not going that way anyway. Now then, I don't know if I'm going up here or up that one. I'm going to have a look in a second. I can smell the trees, smell the grass. Beautiful. I do like autumn, don't get me wrong. I like the change of the colours, beautiful colours. I don't like winter. I'm not a winter fan. Puts you in a bit of a depression, I think. The dark mornings, dark nights, cold, freezing, snow. I'm not a snow fan. But I'm not going to whinge and moan. We've got it to come. And I think we're in for a bad one this year. Honestly, because we've had such a fantastic summer. I think we're in for a really, really bad winter this year. May prove me wrong, but I've just got a feeling. I've just got a wee sneaky feeling we're in for a bad one. Let me find out which direction I'm trekking. Catch you in a minute. If you ever wanted to know what hell looks like, or Hades, that's what it looks like. I don't know what them men were doing around that tree. Maybe doing some sort of satanic ritual, maybe. Who knows? Might be a sacred tree to the followers of Hades. Crackers, man. Past Holmes Styles Wood campsite, just a bit further back there. Now they've just drove out, them guys that were looking at that tree, but they've got a Leeds City Council van. Well, this is Huddersfield, so this is Kirklees. Certainly not Leeds. Weather's turned. Looks like I'm going to have to put my waterproofs on. Starting to rain again. Anybody want any logs? Don't tell him I've told you though. Might be a bit of an overflow car park or something there. Oh, it had to ruin itself again, didn't it? But let me get my kite on, waterproofs. Catch you in a minute. Well, it's still drizzling, but it's not as bad as it was. We're at Ellen Tree Brow at the moment. Some wonderfully tall trees. We're just coming out at Woodlands. We're going on to Linshaw Road in a second. Looks like we're going to be across a bit of moorland once we've left the woods. Oh, it's quite nice. I mean, the skies are still dark and it's drizzling, but what can you expect? It is like back end of September, nearly in October now. It's still going to be Samhain. Sorry. That's not far away. That's Halloween to you. That was quite a big slog, that. All uphill. Feel good for it though. I do feel good for that. I do feel good when get that cardio going. Like I say, you can't really do much. We've had an absolutely amazing summer with the weather. A bit of blue skies coming again. Just up there, look. They might brighten up. So we're just leaving the woods onto Linshaw, did I say? Lane. Oh, I enjoyed that bit of a slog. Got my heart pumping. There we go. Bit crossover. Beautiful. At least you can breathe now. Not like it middle of summer and you couldn't breathe. It was just too warm, too hot for trekking in. I mean, I don't like snow, like I've said before. I'm not a winter. I was born in winter and all, believe it or not, and I don't like it. Give me spring and summer any day. I'm waffling, so I'm going to get off. Let's crack on with this trail. Catch you in a bit. Just come off at beaten track a minute to come and have a look at this old disused quarry. Smittlegate Quarry. It's now made into a path and things. Now I don't know if those over there are out to do with it. Those landmarks, or they could be natural, like the canyards were. You see them in distance there? See if I can zoom in a wee bit more for you. There, look. Don't know if that's part of the old quarry. Could be. So it goes right up to there. That could be part of the old quarry, yeah, I'd say. Smittlegate Quarry. Look at that sky. How lovely is that? Apart from the dark bits. So let's get back on track. Just sort of have a wee diversion. Back that direction. Let me have a zoom in here. That's towards Huddersfield. Castle Hill, Huddersfield. And I think that's possibly going out towards Leeds. Away though. I prefer that sky. Just coming to a wee place called Hade. Not a great deal here. We're going to go Flight Hill in a minute. That way back to Hade, but I'm not going directly back to Hade just yet. And we're right on the border here of Kirklees and Barnsley. There you go. Oh, Barnsley. So I'll be going up that way very soon. But I'm walking up that way for now. Across them. All the way around. All the way around. And then back. Into Hade in a bit. So. I'm going to up Flight Hill. And Flight Hill comes under Barnsley. So it's a case of two districts today, Kirklees and Old Barnsley. See you in a bit, guys. Sun's back. You know it, don't you? You know it. You come back into Barnsley and the sun comes out. I was thinking to me, son, I'm now on Low Common Road, by the way. Just thinking, I've got a few options now, because I've just looked at the map and this next section looks a wee bit sketchy. As the path goes across fields, it don't look like it's following a footpath. I'm wondering, whoever's made this map up, this route, has been a bit cheeky and cut across private land, and it's mapped him or her. So I may have to go back. There's just a road that takes you just down there called Low Slack Lane or something, or I could continue to Penistone Road and follow that and then pick the trail back up. So if I decide, or it is a bit sketchy, I'm not going across people's private land when there isn't a public footpath there. That's cheeky and not in the code of conduct, as they say. I won't be doing it anyway. If there's no path, there's no J strolling across it. I've done it a few times in the past and it's not something I like to do, but I ain't doing it today. So I'm coming up to it. I cannot see a public footpath sign or even a public footpath. We shall see when I get to it. Looks like somebody may have been cheeky and just nipped across somebody's land, but we'll see when I get there. Otherwise, where that van's coming out, I'll have to go back to that road there and cut across rather than cutting across the fields. All part of trekking, all part of the fun. Oh, you agree with me, don't you? Yeah? Wee sheepy. They're beautiful on that side, look at that. Moorland. Let's have a look at this then. Well, it's not brought me to a public footpath, but it has brought me to a lane. This lane's not marked on the map. So I think I'm going to risk it since it's not actually going through somebody's field. So I'm going to go around this barrier and I'm going to go down and see where it leads, and hopefully it'll take me where I need to be. This is definitely the one though. Oh, let's see where it takes me. Well, that was well sketchy coming down there. Absolutely pish right through. On to the next sketchy bit. I don't know if it's just my boots are wet or it's the waterproof on them's not working anymore. I think it feels like it's just my boots are wet. And they've gone cold because of it. Don't feel like my feet are wet through. I'll find out when I've finished. There's Peniston Road this. Believe it or not. That way it takes you down to Holmfirth. The direction I'm walking at the moment brings you back to Stocksbridge. Looks like I'm going through another sketchy bit of footpath. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, it's only my wet boots. My feet are absolutely fine. So my Solomons are still working fine after all the miles they've done and the trips they've been on. I can hear cattle mooing over in far fields. I hope I don't have to tattle any of them, but they're over that direction. I'm not going that way. Just all I can see is sheep in front of me. And I can't see any more cattle, can't see any more cows or out like that. Although I'm coming into a field with two horses in a minute. I hope they're friendly. They should be if they're in a field on a path. Public footpath, shouldn't they? But that doesn't always apply. But keep them cows over that way, them beasties. I don't want none of them today. Oh, my feet's warming up now, so definitely done the job. That was a sketchy moment, I can't believe that. Walking that edge of that field there, up from down there, up down, and they were at the other side of the field. I got halfway across field, maybe 3/4 of the way, and he started trotting hard to me. I'm like, whoa, I'm getting closer to my stile, and they're getting faster coming across that field. I managed to just get over the stile as they got pretty close to me. And then they just stopped and looked at me over that wall. Don't know if they thought I was coming to feed them or bring them in or what. But I didn't like that. Especially when they started to get a bit of a trot on there. That weren't nice. Not had encounters really much with horses. Only once when I was with Phil. We once had an encounter with an horse. Went into this field and he started coming round back of Phil and nudging him. And then it tried to block his path. It won't let us through. And then it started galloping around field and we were like, oh shit. And then it just come back and started nudging us and we started to panic a wee bit. But we managed to get through field, get off its style, and then it just sort of like looked at us and calmed down. But if you've got scatty horses like that, you shouldn't have them in a field, in my opinion, where it's a public footpath. Just my opinion. Yeah, I was a bit scary, that bit. But I'm through it. Let's crack on. I remember these steps when I did Hepworth round walk, one of the earlier videos we did. I remember coming up these, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, at the bottom of here there'll be a little shed with a troll's house on it. Let me see if there is. Get to the bottom of here. I knew I remembered it. Mr. Troll. I knew I remembered it. Fabulous. That reservoir, if that's what you can call it, but it's classed as one, also has the Anglian Sailing Club, I think, goes on it as well. But that's Bowshaw Wams Reservoir. It's that big, I can fit it all on one screen without moving my camera. It's more like a lake. But it is a resi. So we're on Scholes Moor Road now, not far off back. It's been a nice trip this, to be honest. I've quite enjoyed it. It's quite warm, not cold at all. It's been, obviously it's had a few showers, but it's definitely not been cold today. It's trying to brighten up, but obviously it's going to be dark in a couple of hours. So came out in the afternoon, so I didn't come out this morning. So beautiful blue skies up that way. I'm hoping I can beat this in front of me, but I'm not a million miles away back from Hade Edge. It's been a lovely trail this. I had one little bit of sketchy moment. Not major. Whew, I'm ready for my tea though when I get back, I'll tell thee. I'm getting a bit peckish now. I didn't bring any scram with me today. I just carried on because it was only like 5.5 miles, I think this one is. And I thought, well, I had something to eat just before I came out. Not much, just a bite. And I thought, well, I'll wait till I get back on, but I don't know what I'm fancying, but I'm fancying something. There we are. Thursday. I might treat myself tonight. You never know. Nearly back at Hade Edge. Reservoir. So I'm back at the very start, where I started this journey today, back at the park and Hade Edge band room. It's an absolutely lovely trek that, I've really enjoyed it, but now I'm ready for something to eat. So I'm going to leave this video here and I'll see you next one. J-Art, keep trekking, trek on. Shall I go and have a lake in park? See you later.